This is my STAR data wall. At the beginning of the year, I posted the scores myself, but directed students' attention to it. We discussed what it means to hit the bullseye and where we want to be at the end of the year. After our second round of testing, students moved their scores to their new location, and we celebrated each success. This is two more examples of how students keep track of their goals and their levels in my classroom. The one with the stars is to keep track of their running records and shows where they were at the beginning of the year. On the right is where they keep track of their Lexia level. Students get very excited when they make it to a new level and get to move their clip up. This is another piece of my data wall. On the left, students keep track of how many sight words they know and update it as the year goes on. On the right is our ST Math progress chart. Students move their penguin up as they make syllabus progress. These are a few examples of resources I have in the room for my students for their personalized learning. The posters remind them how to use and treat our electronics, and on the right is the playlist that they use during centers. I've used this self-assessment rubric in the past, but this is a new way I've incorporated it this year. After independent practice, students put their work in a bin after they self-assess, deciding if they're a 1, 2, or 3. Surprisingly, students are very honest, and I often use these self-assessments to determine my groups. This is just another example of how we use the self-assessment rubric in the class during small group instruction. This area of the room is set aside for students to keep track of their data binders and their WIN folders. WIN stands for What I Need. Each student has their own folder with a tab, and the work is updated depending on what they need. I also use their Lexia skill builders and skills pages to put in that folder. The data binders are accessible and students use them during centers as well as to set and monitor their goals.